Hey, what's up you guys? Alright, and this is my Asian style beef noodle soup. Alright, let's get cooking, shall we? Okay, so first off, you want to toast off some black peppercorns, some star anise, mine's a bit broken up here, a cinnamon stick. And just toast that off until fragrant to release all the natural oils. Then we want to chop up the white part of the green onion, just into little pieces here. And save these green bits for later. So we want to chop up some coriander stem here. Now for people who don't like coriander, don't worry, this is just going to act as a background flavour in our paste. And we want 3 cloves of garlic, and when you want to remove the ends there, because I find that can be quite bitter, chop it up. Also got some ginger here. Now a little tip, if you get a teaspoon, it comes off really easily, rather than fuffering about with a knife. Got 2 little knobs of ginger there, just chop that up, straight in the pestle and mortar. Okay, once our spices are toasted through, you want to remove the star anise and the cinnamon stick. And with the black peppercorns, we're just going to pop them into the pestle and mortar. Okay, so in the pestle and mortar, we've got our toasted black peppercorns, we've got our green onion, the white parts, we've got our coriander stems, and we've got garlic and ginger. Now, we're just going to give this good mash up until we get paste. Also helps if you put a wee bit of salt. Okay, we're going to add a touch of vegetable oil into our pan. Now we're going to add our cinnamon stick that we toasted and our star anise. And now we're going to add our paste that we made. And we're just going to cook that off a wee bit, alright? Smelling incredible already. Okay, now we want to go in with our beef. Now, you don't want a lean cut here. You want a nice fatty cut because it works better, it's cheaper, and it's just much better for something to be slow cooking. So just get it covered in that paste here, and we're just going to sear off the beef now, alright? Now I've also got some carrots that I've cut lengthwise, and I'm just going to stick them in. And we're just going to season with a little bit more salt. Okay, when you've got a good sear on your beef, you want to add in a teaspoon of MSG. Okay, now we want to add a heaped teaspoon of plain flour. This will just help give the soup a bit more body. Now just to help cook this flour off, add a bit of beef stock. Okay, now once you've cooked off your flour, you want to add in the rest of your beef stock. You also want to add in about half a litre of water, actually a full litre. Now at this point I've got 2 small onions that I've chopped. We're going to remove them at the end. Now I've got some light soy sauce. We're going to add in about a teaspoon of that. I've also got some dark soy sauce. We're going to add in about a tablespoon of that. Just use your heart, use feeling. Now this is completely optional. I've got a Thai red chilli here. I've poked a hole in it and I'm going to add that in. That's completely optional. You can also use bird's eye chilli. It's entirely up to you. Whatever chilies you've got in cupboards, if you like chilli, that is. Okay, once your soup comes to the boil, you want to put it down to a simmer on a low heat. And you're going to love it, and you're going to leave it for about an hour to an hour and a half. Okay, so first we want to remove them onions. Okay, so unfortunately at this point, the sound cut out because my microphone broke. So, what I was basically saying here is I'm going to remove the onions from the skins and I'm going to keep them and end up putting them in. Here I ended up removing the cinnamon stick and the star anise, and then we just want to sieve out everything, so get our beef and our meat and everything. So we're just left with our broth, and then finish straining your broth. Look at that lovely colour on that broth, it's gorgeous. Okay, and then we're putting our broth back into the saucepan, and we're going to just bring this back to the boil. And then also the sound does return after this because I realised my microphone was broken, so I unplugged it. Okay, now our soup's come to the boil. I've got some bok choy here. We're just going to stick that in and let that cook for about 1 minute. Okay, now we're just going to check for seasoning. Going to go in with a wee bit of fish sauce. I'm using a seaweed alternative here. Let's go in with a teaspoon. Well, it depends on the seasoning you need. Okay, and once our bok choy is cooked, we're just going to place that in. Okay, we're now going to ladle our broth in. That looks stunning. And lastly, completely optional, I'm just going to go over the meat with a few toasted black sesame seeds. And that is my Asian style beef noodle soup. Also, I forgot to mention to go over with some fresh coriander, or you can use Thai basil if you don't like coriander. And lastly, then green bits of the green onion. Totally forgot. Okay, now let's finally try some of this broth, shall we? Oh my god, that is, wow, that is stunning. Got a bit of noodle, ooh. Oh, try a bit of the beef. So that is my Asian style beef noodle soup. I'm going to go and tuck into this and enjoy it now. But if you want some more recipes from me, then please give this video a like, a share, and also press that follow button. Big love if you do. And I'll have some more cooking videos and things for you soon. Alright, lots of love. Over and out.